Year! How's that for an intro? I know, right? So if you're watching this, it's New Year's Day. Or I didn't get it put out in time and it's, you know, later on in the week. Happy New Year, 2024. It's gonna be a great year. And with that being said, I'm gonna take Duke. I actually took a break from working on trucks. I know, that's why the last video was my pickup, because I stayed home and I played with my pickup, my Super Duty. And you know what? I got more work to do to it too. But anyways, that's not what this channel's about. This channel is about trucks, cab over trucks, Peterbilt trucks, Kenworth trucks, Western Star trucks maybe, but any cool truck that could make you a truck nut. Could be a Marmon, it could be a Volvo, it could be a DAF, it could be a Scania, it could be a MAN. You know, not a man, but you know, a MAN truck. But anyways, I am Peterbilt Mike the truck nut, and this is our shop. Well, it's my shop actually, but you know, don't want to brag. I guess I kind of did just there a little bit, just a little bit. I absolutely love this shop. And you know what the funny thing is? I told Dad when I built the shop, this is not a fab shop. It's not going to be cutting and welding and... Well, that didn't work out so good. Or it worked out good because now I got another shop at home which has no cutting and welding. So, anyways, yeah, we got Duke backed in, and at the last episode where I had trucks, I backed Duke in the shop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the frame, touch up with the color match, and I'm going to change that pipe on the turbo that I was going to say it's sucking air, but it's blowing air, you know, because I think it's a pressure side, so it's blowing. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to get to work, because you know what? It's a new year. It's a new me. Well, actually, it's not a new me. It's kind of the same me. And you know, we can make New Year's resolutions, say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And in the end, let's just keep plugging along and have fun, because that's what it's all about. If you're a truck nut, you love the trucks. It's funny. I know I said I was going to get to work, but I was thinking I should sell a truck. I know, because I got so many, and I'm thinking, okay, well, which one should I sell? Maybe I should sell Duke, because Duke is pretty much done. And it's like, well, I want to drive Duke. I want to drive him. We got to drive him. We got to play with him. You got to play with your toys. So it's like, okay, well, I'm not ready to sell Duke. And it's like, well, you know, maybe get rid of a K100. Well, I don't have a K100 that's ready to get rid of. And I could get rid of K2 because it would be a good project for someone else, but then I don't have it. And it's not worth enough as it is to help paint the other ones. So then you think about the Pete cab over, Stubby. But Stubby's no longer Stubby, and it's Dad's truck. So I can't get rid of Stubby. You know, and then there's Low and Slow, and Low and Slow's just a good truck. So I can't get rid of it either. So I guess we're not getting rid of any trucks. And Dad's here now. So I figured I should come do some work.
Well, yeah. So what you working on?
Well, I'm gonna do the turbo pipe on Duke, and I'm gonna use my spray bombs, paint the front end, and paint the fifth wheel, and then that way it can whoosh, get out of the shop.
Yeah.
And make some room.
Yeah.
Because it's taking up some room.
Well, I can lift the back end up and take the sawhorse out from underneath too.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing. We got to get Stubby. You know, I was looking through pictures, and well, I was in the bathroom this morning thinking about, you know, the last year, and it was last spring when we took the transmission out.
Yeah.
So it might be time to put the transmission back in. Put the inner axle back in, get a drive shaft made up, and then we gotta get signal lights, and we gotta fix the cab suspension because one doesn't lock. But hey, the back end is looking great.
You see how I've got the wires and everything all tied up? And
I did not. Let's go take a look at how Dad's got the tires all.
wires.
Did I say tires? Wires.
Wires.
I think I've had too much sugar.
Airlines.
Airlines. All right, Stubby. You've been busy. Oh, shiny.
You didn't notice that when you paid the bill?
Well, I did, but Brianna, one of the parts people, because Dad got parts and I paid the bill, and she's like, it was only she's like, oh yeah, it was $800, and I'm like, $800? What did he get? I'm gonna get in so much trouble from Andrea. Ended up it was only like $81, so playing a funny on me. But yeah, the one he got stainless mud flap hangers because his drugs are gonna get stainless mud flap hangers. But that's okay. Stubby deserves it because Stubby's got.
I need a clear one for the center.
I have a clear one.
Well, I've got clear ones too, but the trouble is, when you put power to them, they're red. And see, Dad's been doing some fabricating. He made that looks really nice. That looks really nice. We've got to set
the right height.
The right height yet, which means cutting that and putting it to the right height.
Yeah, right.
And I think I've got the airlines to the airbags right. If not, well,
if not, we'll do it again, man. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. Oh, and you made see what Dad made to eliminate the
aluminum.
I'd like to say that's where I get all my, my fabrication skills from. Probably not. Well, maybe. I mean, if I have any. But yeah, no, that looks really good. Eliminates that aluminum block. I see you're reusing these blocks. And I want to reiterate again, people, that this isn't a how much money can you spend project. It's a how little money you can spend to make a serviceable, actually MVI-able truck. Because when we're done,
that's one I had.
That's one you had.
One I had.
Oh, well, that's good.
I don't know if it leaks or not, but it was in my shed, and the other one was broke off, so I got the bracket and put that one on.
So why you never want to throw parts out? Because one day they'll come in handy.
Well, if it was good, it would be in the box. If it was no good, I would have thrown it in the garbage, I think.
We think.
But
Dad was just debating on changing the brake pots. I think one of them leaks. I do have brake pots, but I also think...
Well, it's the front two. Those ones are hooked up, which I'm not going to change.
Okay.
Because these lines are all still good.
Yeah.
This has to be hooked up yet, but I can put the air hose on there and take the brakes off.
Yep. Well, and when we get this sucker all running, we are going to take and get the frame sandblasted and painted. And the question is, what color do we go? Do we just do black because it's easy?
Well, I also bought a case of black paint.
Oh. Or maybe we'll just give it that Craigslist rebuild. But does anyone, we don't use Craigslist up here in Prince George. I don't even really know how to navigate it. Does that make me stupid? We have Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace, but actually, fun fact, not really fun, kind of disturbing actually. Somebody bought something off Facebook down in Vancouver, which is like 8 hours south of us. Big city. I don't know if you heard of it. Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Yeah, somebody met somewhere to buy, what was it? It was a video card for a computer, and I think they stabbed him. Like, really, people? So be careful out there if you're buying off Facebook Marketplace. And if you're buying an old truck off Facebook Marketplace, well, they're probably crazy like you too because they have one in the first place. But yeah, well, maybe today I'll get this short shaft in. And when I say short shaft, I mean interaxle. Interaxle. That's what it is. It's the inner axle because it's enter the axles. But do you think that's going to be long enough?
I don't know. We'll find out. Being that it's on an angle, it'll probably be okay. If it was straight up and down, it'd be different. But it should be somewhere, I would think, close to the ride height right now. I think. But I don't know. And I don't know where you measure from.
Well, I've done this before. You measure from the...
Usually the housing to the frame.
Well, I was going to say the center of the axle housing to the frame, but that's like, I think that's the Peterbilt way. I can't remember. I was going to ask.
I can't remember either.
I was going to ask at work, but it's been really busy. Like, we were open between Christmas and New Year's, and I think I delivered 4 trucks. Did I deliver 4 trucks? Yeah. A couple of my customers bought the last 3 89s I had. And one of them, I was thinking, you know, he's not opposed to making money. I was thinking maybe we should put it up for sale and see if somebody really, really wants it worse than him, if he could flip it. But, you know, not that I agree with flipping, but, you know, if you don't care about having a new 389, make some money. And if you really want a 389, you just fail. Anyways, whatever.
It's just a truck.
That's right.
A tool to make money, in theory.
Right. Dad told me a long time ago, never fall in love with a truck, because it's just a tool to do a job, just like a hammer. And when it breaks, you get rid of it and get a new one. Or if you have an aversion to getting rid of things and you're a hoarder, you just keep them, line them up in the backyard.
Which to me doesn't make any sense, because the day you're done with it, if you sell it, whatever you get out of it is money in your pocket. If you park it in the backyard, it'll only get worth less over the years.
Especially if there's warranty on it. Because if it's sitting and there's warranty, who's going to use it? My problem is I love all these trucks, and
Yeah, but these trucks are different. These trucks aren't meant to go out and work. They're just YouTube fodder.
Can you believe he called my trucks YouTube fodder? One day, I don't know what I mean by that one day. One day I'm going to take one for a long drive. I was thinking about it driving over here that I need to get a step deck.
Yeah.
Next year I would like, or this year I guess, because this video is 2024.
Still next year. We still got one day left in this year.
Well, they don't know that. I told them it's New Year's Day.
Oh, well, okay.
So
I blew your cover.
Well, technically, you kind of, I mean, it's, you know, it's New Year's Day when this video comes out. So, but yeah, no, I was thinking like next year, I would like to go to more shows and do more stuff other than just working on trucks. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy working on my trucks. The longer you're away from it though, the longer you're like, I don't know. And then as soon as you walk through that door and you see the trucks, it's like, I love them. It's kind of a sickness. But yeah, no, if I get a step deck, well then I could load up, even if trucks aren't done. I could load them on the step deck and we could go to a truck show.
You put your camper on the front of the step deck. Mm-hmm. And then you pull it with a cab over, so one guy can sleep in the cab over and the other can sleep in the camper. Mm-hmm. Or your wife or girlfriend or...
Well, I don't have a girlfriend because if I want to keep these trucks. No girlfriends. But
trucks are cheaper.
Yes, trucks are cheaper. Oh, but yeah, I guess we just have to clean up the frame up here a little bit more. Just a little, which actually, I mean...
That's your tractor protection valve.
This round thingy?
Yep. Mm. Because if you remember, this was a winch tractor. And the airlines, like I've got my bull board at home that I'm going to bring over, and it will fit in these holes.
Oh.
So we'll put my bull board on just because I've got it, and what do you do with it?
We put it on one of my trucks. Well, actually, technically, this is Dad's truck, so. I mean, it's our truck. I tried to give it to Dad. Dad said he doesn't need it, but whatever happens to this truck is up to Dad.
I'd rather spend your money than mine.
That's why he's smarter than me. But, well, yeah, and I guess if we spray bomb well, I mean, I would still like to paint the frame. Just...
It's however much money you want to spend.
First, it'd be nice to get it running, though.
Well, that won't take long once we put the transmission in. Because in theory, it does run.
Well, that's running, but...
If you remember, the only reason it didn't run very far was because the transmission was spooked.
Well, that's true, but we also got to get the cab locking, because that lock doesn't work. This lock locks, but why is that one crooked? I tell
you, this thing has been smacked in the front. You don't believe me, but look at how the mounts are bent.
But is that just corrosion?
No, the mounts are bent.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't surprise me.
This thing at one time rear-ended somebody. Or somebody backed into it or something. But, which is not a big deal.
Well, and we can pull these apart, and
Oh yeah.
we just want to make it safe so the cab doesn't flip forward on us going down the road. I don't want to clean out this frame, but I also got to get...
What, do you got a mouse in your pocket with this Wii?
No, I said I. Or we. I. Well, I mean, technically this is Dad's truck, so I mean, it's kind of his job.
Okay.
Well, it's our truck, so, and I tell you, am I ever grateful for everything you have taught me.
Well, this now makes it a truck. Before it was just too bloody short.
Yeah. Well, it'll probably drive better, it's more usable, and it looks good. Like I love the look of the fuel tanks up nice and tight. Like this is what I would like to do with Smokey, but I know you don't care for that, but I like this. I think with a cab over where you have a nice gap.
Also, there's a nice aluminum step out in the boneyard.
Your boneyard or my boneyard?
Your boneyard. Out the back.
Oh, the one that came off that thing.
I don't know.
It's kind of a weird shape though, because it sticks out lots.
Yeah, well, this one's got big fuel tanks.
That's the other thing I got to do is I got to put the frame step on that was gifted to, because it's not a gift if you don't use it. Well, I mean, I guess it is.
We also got to get some 3/8 by 4 by 4 angle iron to put on the frame to mount a fifth wheel.
Right.
The only trouble is there's 9 bolt holes to drill on each side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, it's fine.
That's why the drill
Wow.
press is over here.
And the beauty of that, guys, is when we put the angles on for the fifth wheel, is it's going to go right over top of the junction, the union,
Join.
the join. So you'll never know. Unless you look really close and you know what to look for, and then you might know. But yeah.
Well, the thing is, if it ever breaks in half, you'll still have one set of axles that's working.
That's right. It's being positive. But, well, yeah, we can touch up the frame with the rattle can, but one day we're going to paint the frame.
Well, it's not so much the frame as its rear ends need to be sandblasted.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. Sandblast the rear ends because of the lumpy corrosion and the suspension, and it's worth the investment for the amount of time and energy that Dad has put into this truck. It's worth
it. Like this airlines and that has taken a long time.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like much, but it's fiddly.
Well, especially when it's not like you can just copy. Although like these ones we're gonna have to replace because
the only thing is they still work.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in a big hurry to change
that one's actually a little flexible.
That one's unhooked because of that's for the maxis, and we can hook the airline to there to release the maxis.
Yeah.
That's why it's not hooked up.
And one day when we MBI it, we'll have to change this one because that'll fail MBI.
Oh, yeah. But right now they hold air and work, so good enough.
Good enough. And the tail, we should probably, oh, I guess there's no batteries in it. I was going to say we should check the taillights, but.
Yeah, there's no batteries in it, so.
So what, were you going to hook these yellows up to signals or like beacons or?
Yep.
Or something, well, I guess these are brakes and signals, so.
Yep.
But,
and the center one I was going to have as a backup light, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Because it's white and.
I'll get down my tote of miscellaneous light stuff.
I kind of looked, but.
Well, that's okay. If we have to redo something, we'll redo it. But anyways, I should probably.
Yeah, get to work.
Yeah.
I got to go in and change my clothes.
Okay.
Because yesterday I was come out and I was just going to do a few things till I got dirty. And then I had to go change my clothes to go downtown and see your mother.
Ah.
She's getting better slowly.
Yeah.
Very slowly. At least it seems to me to be slowly. But and I guess that tumor was cancerous.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Yep. But they figure they got it all, so. So that's all I know.
So it was cancer, but the good news is the surgery went better than expected, they said.
And they got, I talked to the doctor this morning, he figured they got it all.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
But anyways, and cancer is not the death sentence that it used to be.
No. No, I mean, the worst thing is the person might have to do chemo or whatever, and as long as it hasn't already spread to a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
And didn't her sister have colon cancer at one point, Arlene?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so.
Oh, they've had everything wrong with them.
Well, and it kind of makes you wonder, because they grew up on a farm, and back in the day, they used that DDT. I think it was DDT.
Yeah, she used to sit on the back of the wagon and spray DDT while her father drove the tractor.
So, not saying it's related, but...
Not saying it's not either.
Yeah, and apparently, Mom's dad, so I guess that would have been my
Your
grandfather. I've never met him because he died before I was born. He sprayed, because they used DDT, and he had sprayed somewhere, and there was a bird's nest, and the birds all died, and after that he quit using it. But a bunch of them have had cancer, so it's... But anyways, so there's an update on Mom. She's doing better. It was cancer, but they think they got it all, so that's good news. Okay, let's get to work on trucks.
I'm going to go change my clothes.
Okay. Check this out. I got new coveralls. And they're not orange, but they say Peterbilt. They also say Clint on this side, because one of our lead hands from Peterbilt in Prince George has moved into truck sales. I know, right? So congratulations to Clint. He's super knowledgeable, super great guy. And he's been a mechanic for like 30 years. So guess who's going to be asking him lots of truck questions? Engine questions, So when Clint needs help with computer stuff and ordering and selling trucks, and I'll be like, okay, now I helped you. Now, how do you rebuild the fuel pump on a 3406? Which he doesn't know because it's before his time. But anyways, so I thank Clint for donating a couple of pairs of coveralls to the cause. And you know what? They fit me just great. Yeah. They're like the right size and everything. And he's taller, so maybe these are ones that shrunk, but I'm pretty happy about it because it's nice to have some coveralls. Anyways, just like the old days when I had the self-loader because we wore coveralls all the time. So, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Okay, we got this little airline, which I have no idea what it does, but it does something, so we'll unhook it. Maybe it runs the wastegate. I don't know. We'll pull that off. But see, this is no bueno. Pretty sure no bueno means no good. I really don't know because we don't do Spanish in schools up here. To be totally honest, I don't know because I was in school like 30 some years ago. Gosh, I love it when stuff comes undone. Almost like someone had it undone before. Yeah, mount. Compression fit. So, this is a problem with this one. You can see it's broken here, and it's just wore out, and it's been like that for a while. So I don't think it could get dust in it because it's it's on the pressure side, but it'd definitely be losing boost. I don't know. It's not good for it, is what I figure. So now this one actually came off of a Kenworth. Gosh, it's really nice. Although, remember when I dropped it, I put a little dent in it, and I feel like an idiot because you can kind of see it right there. But I think it'll be fine. You know, I think it'll be fine. I'm not going to try and bang it straight because it's cast aluminum. With my luck, I'll try and bang it straight and it'll go, and I'm down the drain $200. But I bought this at the Truck Wreckers for 200 Canadian dollars. Spinny. Feels good. I should put a light in there. Let's take a closer look. All right, let's take a look. Oh, there's a couple of little marks on my turb ski.
Oh, fuck. I mean, darn.
So that's no bueno. But wonder. Well, maybe it's just dirt. Of some sort.
Anybody that says that water grade airlines are the best never worked on a motor.
Dad speaks from experience. Pull this one right off. That one looks all right. That thing bloody well better fit. There we go. Maybe we'll put this one, well, maybe. Gosh, is that ever a snug fit? I think I better clean that up a little bit with the flappy wheel. Yeah, this one could be a little bit, it's got a little bit of a mark there. Oh, well. Yeah, there's just a little bit of a ridge here on this one right there. And I think that's what's holding me up. So I'm just gonna get a file and kind of file that a little bit.
What you doing?
Well, there's a little ridge because it's hit something there.
Oh yeah.
And there, or it's been clamped crooked. So I'm just filing it a little bit.
Yeah. Have you got any fittings, brass fittings other than here?
There's two boxes there. There's the black box and then that one with the clear top. Let's see if that's better. Oh yeah. Now it's a snug fit. Perfect. Perfect even. If I go like that, and it should still. There. Oh. Nice and tight. Perfect. I don't want to forget to put that that little hose on. Oops. There. Now I'm going to have all the boost. I wonder if I have any of that little hose. I should almost take a look because it. I think I'd almost like to put a new hose on there. Let's go see. believe it or not, looks like it's pretty much the right length. Let's give this a go. And then in there, I need some needle nose pliers. And this goes over to here for activating whatever that thing is. Let's call it a wastegate. Blow-off valve. And my phone is listening to me. It's kind of scary when you think about your phone is listening to you. There we go. So this is the old hose. This is the new chunk of hose. Silicone hose. It's thicker, but it's the same diameter, I think. So I'm going to use this. Because I think it's better. If I think it's better, it might be better. Might not be, but we're going for it. Yeah, that one. Now this one is a little bit of a trickster.
There, that one is good.
Brake pot?
Yeah, that one of them's good.
There. A little rusted bracket that's on there. The line is stainless, so we're gonna go with that. I think it's good. Pipe is solid. I do have what looks like a little bit of a water drip, so I'm gonna crawl under here and just check all my lines. Heater hoses, I mean, and hose clamps. Okay, so if we look up here, everything's looking good except for that drip. So I think I need to tighten up this hose clamp because that's where she's coming from. So let's do that. There. Well, there we go. I topped up the coolant, put 3 gallons in, tightened up all these clamps. Some of them didn't need tightening. Some of them just needed a little bit. But yeah, I'll probably have to let it go through a few more heat cycles and just wipe up a little bit of water that I got on my valve cover. And yeah, she should be good. So now I'll get out the spray can and we'll just give it a little touch up on all this stuff that could use a little touch up. So let's go make some paint. Notice, check color prior to application. Okay. So I pop this thing out, take the cap off, take the bottom cap off. Now I think what I do is I take this, I put it on there, and we pop it. that it? I guess that's it. And shake it. Seems so simple. Oh yeah. It looks blue. Oh yeah, you can see the difference there. But I'm thinking, since it's a nice day outside, I think I might just run it outside so the oversprays outside. Because it definitely smells.
It's as much the smell as the overspray.
Yeah, because it's not cold out there.
No, it was 10 degrees.
Yeah, I think it's warmer outside than it is inside almost.
Probably.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fire her up and move her outside. Oh my gosh, it is so unseasonably warm. I should have waited to pressure wash until now, but who would have known that New Year's Day 2024 it'd be like 10 degrees outside. There we go. Certainly not as efficient as, you know, mixing it up, but, you know, when you just want to touch things up and have it touched up with the right color, this is really handy. Finger stuck. Down to the end of my can. Was it $100 worth? It's pretty handy. You know, I think it'd definitely be better to get some paint and mix it up and spray it yourself if you're doing a bunch. But you know what, for these little projects, you know, because I think it was, actually I don't know, it was less than $100, but I think it was like 80 something plus tax, which, you know, because we pay 14% tax on everything we buy because it's part of being Canadian. But yeah, no, I think it's worth it. You definitely want to prepare ahead of time. It does overspray pretty good, but I got a nice breeze, so I got some overspray on the inside of my wheels. Not great, but at least it's the inside. And I think it worked. For little jobs where you want to add something and color match it, I'd do it again. Yep, for big jobs, totally mix it myself. She's back in the shop. Now, let's see how it looks under the cover of light. Ooh. Looks like brand new. Almost, but oh yeah, that worked out good. I actually hit that shock with some of the Cummins yellow that Cummins yellow, cat yellow. It's actually worth yellow. It's not actually genuine cat paint, but you know, it's pretty dang close. But I like it. Those mixed up spray cans work good for these little projects, I think. Look at that. Just a nice touch up. And how's that saying go? Good from far, far from good. But without actually getting in there and sandblasting everything again, which, you know, the front was pretty clean. There's definitely some more spots I could do. I got a footprint there because step there when I'm going up on the engine. But that looks better. I like it. If we come back here, this looks better too, because now it's color matched. So that's the way it should have been from the get-go. But you know what? We did what we had to do. And actually, the top plate is a different color because I painted it. I was gonna spray it with a spray bomb, but we ran out of paint. And it's gonna get covered in grease again one day, but for now, I like it. And you know, I should put some stainless steel. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that looks good. She's looking practically brand new, but I'd still kind of like to take these off and put those stainless steel mud flap hangers on. But you know, I really need to get back to work on that. But I also really want to get this truck kind of tiddlied up to where we can kind of say it's oof, done. And I'd like to put that step on, but I should maybe clean that step up since it's not freezing, but it is cooling off. So winter's, I was gonna say winter's coming, but maybe, I don't know when winter's coming, so excuse me. But that looks good. I have a bit of a drip. And where is that coming from? I don't know. So that is annoying as all heck. Hopefully it's not the water pump. Well, it could be the water pump because it's been sitting for, you know, because sometimes even the new trucks you get a little, well, maybe not the new trucks, but sometimes the water pump will leak a little bit. So when it's cold, but it's not that cold. So anyways, 1 step forward, 10 steps back. Maybe not 10 steps back, but at least 2 steps back. Now, something else I did is I was curious when I come to painting the 359, Trem Clad Blue. I don't know, do you guys have Trem Clad in the States? You know, it's a rust paint, you know, brush it on and it's easy to get, it's affordable. It's probably not as good as like a, you know, 2-part epoxy, blah, 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 but check it out. I put some of the Trem Clad Blue on the frame of the 359 because I was kind of curious, if we decide to paint the frame blue, should I just paint it Trem Clad Blue? Because then it's easy to do touch-ups and stuff and I could paint log and rigging and the whole thing, but anyways, you know, it's just a brush on and just to kind of see what it looks like. And I think it actually looks pretty good. It's lighter than the dark blue, but of the cab, but I think, I don't know, what do you think? I think it looks okay, so we'll see. It's just, you know, just a test, so anyways, let's go back inside. We gotta get this truck done. So Dad was fighting with one of these threaded pieces. The threads on the yoke were a little bit damaged, so he had fixed it up, and I thought to myself, I wonder if I could chase it with an old bolt. And I did. So I chased it with an old bolt and didn't cross thread it. So Dad was going to go get a tap from his place because Dad's got tap and die sets. But I think I'm going to surprise him and put the driveline in. I know. Dad went inside because his back was bothering him. So don't blame him. It's, you know, having the doors open. It's a little chilly in here. But anyways, carry on. I should be doing this from down below. Okay. So, should I do the head end first or the butt end first? I'm kind of thinking, oh gosh, feel a little bit like a bit of a wussy. Maybe I'll do the, well, let's just put it on my chest. Okay. Do that. Being careful not to get it. Ouch. Get that into the, there we go. Push that. Okay. So let's get in here now. Don't lose your needles. I'll do the bottom one first. Maybe we can just put the whole thing in. Let's give that a go. Okay. I'm not out of shape. I'm just not in a shape. Does that make sense? No, it really doesn't, Mike. Sniffles. I got sniffles. Dad put never sees on these already because he's smart. Yeah. He's been down this road before. I've been down that road before. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Go a little more. There we go. Got her. Why is this one doesn't want to go in? We got another. I don't want to think about that. Let's try an old bolt. Well, that looks better. I'd beat this cap a fair bit. Had to tap that one to the side. And the other thing I noticed is the grease holding Kappa thing is missing, so we might have to pull it back out, but maybe we can put it in without it. And my phone just went off again. So if you guys ever want to get a sneak peek of what I'm doing, go check out my Instagram. I just realized Dad's phone is still out here. I shot him a text, but he's out here. Well, he's not gonna hear it, is he? So yeah. Anyways, here I am on Instagram. I've got 23.5 thousand followers. Let's get it to 40. Yeah. So it's Mike the Truck Nut on Instagram. And if you go on Instagram, I share stuff like new trucks that I've done, share the old trucks. Of course, you've seen that one, OG photos. And I just did a TikTok. I also hit 10 million views on YouTube. That's crazy. I know. And then I was like, well, you know, it's not that many. I mean, you know, if some people have 1 million views on a video, that's only 10 videos, but I only have one video that has 1 million views. So I'm grateful for it. But anyways, feel free to go check out my Instagram at Mike the Truck Nut. There's a 3406A model brochure that I have hanging in my office. Actually made one for a customer. The customer that got me the 359 as a gift, and I think it's pretty ding dong dang cool. So anyways, and Terry just bought, oh wow, I've missed a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, Terry just bought a 579 project truck, and I think it's kind of cool. It's aero, and I think they can look cool. I'd actually like to try and do one. But, oh, yeah, looks better. Much better. Although, I got a drip. I think my water pump's leaking. I know, sucks. You know, it'll probably clear up when it warms up, I'm sure. And look at this. Sprayed a little black paint on there, touched up a little yellow on there, got a little overspray because, you know, I'm an old man, but it looks good. And you know what? Stubby is looking like a real truck. We got the driveline in, Dad's got a tail frame section in, and yeah, you know what? Is it perfect? No. But you know what? For a couple of just crazy old truck nuts, Dad's done a lot of stuff over the years, let me tell you. So, and I am so grateful for everything that he's taught me, because you know what? It's even like changing these U-joints or putting them in. I've done a lot. I haven't done them for a while though, because I'm 51 now, and I was like 18 when we had all our trucks. Well, from 16 to, well, I mean, I guess I was younger than that. But anyways, I've done lots of U-joints when Dad had a fleet of trucks, because yes, Dad had a fleet of trucks. He had like 14 at one time. We had a Freightliner cab over, we had Kenworths, had a Peterbilt, but that came later. But anyways, so it's looking good is what I'm saying. And I'm still on the fence about this step. Now, I'm gonna use it. I might use it for a different truck. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to put it here, because then I'm gonna have to mess the paint up. And I could just bolt a step right there. But I could use this on here. So, you know. And to the subscriber that donated this step, I really appreciate it. So I don't want you to think that I don't, but oh my God, that like totally fits right there. I mean, the bolt hole's a little off, but look at that. Look at that. It's practically made for it. Well, I'm gonna have to tell Dad about that. Maybe I'll just leave it sitting here. So there you go, because Stubby is a bit of a priority. But yeah, and you know, in a lot of ways I would like to put full fenders on here, especially since I want to run it and drive it around. But full fenders are hard. You need like the gussets and on and on and on. But she's looking good. But you know, I'm so close to putting that panel in. So anyways, I'm gonna quit saying I'm so close, because I know I talk too much, but maybe that's why I'm a salesman, because I'm a good talker. I don't know if I'm a good talker. Talk a lot anyways. Like to talk about trucks, so, because You know what? Born and raised on timber dollars, and I love these suckers. And this looks really good. I'm gonna go pull that tote down for Dad. So if there's any parts in there that he wants, and you know what? I'm getting closer. Just gotta polish the tanks, fix those elbows. Maybe I should just order new ones. But it's like $1,000 and I didn't know that I really wanted to spend that right now. Well, and of course, with the rusting elbows, it creates rust streaks, but we're gonna get to it. Oh, another thing that I should do is fix that. Yeah, the side of the hood. But you know what? For what I'm doing, does it really matter? Not right now. What really matters is getting these bad boys up and running. So anyways, guys, I hope you're feeling great. I hope you're having a great New Year's Day. And thanks for following along. This year, I want to do, I don't know what I want to do. I want to do more going out and doing stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the work, but I just don't want to work all the time. But at the end of the day, the only way these trucks are going to get done is if they get worked on. But now that Duke is running and driving, maybe I could take him to shows. I mean, he's not, I don't know. I feel weird about going to a show because he's not a show truck, you know? I mean, he's a show truck to me, but he's not a long hood 389. He's not a long hood 379. He's not a long hood 359. He's not a big long hood K100 W9. He's not a cab over. But it's my truck. Saved him from essentially the wrecking yard. So anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully I can get to 100,000 subscribers because, you know, I just think it'd be cool. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next one. Peace. Oh, that's so dorky. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I've got some wheels that I got off Facebook Marketplace for my Super Duty. And they've got simulated bead locks with these little bolts, but they rust because they're steel. I think they were coated, but with polishing over, well, with somebody polishing them or whatever, some of them are a little rusty. So I'm replacing them with stainless little simulated bead locks. But the kicker with stainless is I can't get bolts short enough to match. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I made these little jigs so I can just grind them off to make the bolts the right length. And these ones are stainless, so they'll stay looking pretty, man. And that's what I'm doing. It's not really, well, I guess it's kind of for trucks. It's for my pickup truck. Super Duty, my adventure rig. That's one of the things that I would like to do more of is take the Super Duty out camping in different places and yeah, just adventure camping. And really what is adventure camping anyways? I guess it's going places where, I don't know. Or if you want to travel somewhere, you can just stay in it rather than, oops, I don't need it to be that tight. Yeah, just take it instead of something else. So. So each wheel takes like 17 of these, so I got a few to do. But I think I got a pretty good system, and I think I've pretty much got 2 wheels down. So I've got 18 that I've already done, and then this will make, what will it make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 2 more. And that'll be 1 wheel, or 2 wheels, yeah. 2 more and that'll be 2 wheels down, so it's actually going pretty fast. Hopefully they go in good. So my plan is to polish the lip of these wheels. You might have seen them in the shop in one of the other videos, and then put these in. You know, part of me would love to go get them polished by Louis, because Louis is a pro, but trying to, you know, save money for the trucks. So maybe I can polish them myself. You know what? Let's give them a little tiddly up. I'd actually kind of like to put them on right away, but if I'm driving the Super Duty in some salty conditions, it's actually going pretty quick, so. Anyways, that's what I'm up to. And in this video, we may go to the house and do some more, and whatever, it's all truck stuff, right? I'm a truck nut, whether it's a Super Duty with an international Power Stroke engine or a Peterbilt with a cant.